Hello everybody, I hope that you are well. My name is Christianne and welcome to my channel, Backpacking Bananas. The reason why I'm whispering is because it's 6:10 right now. I'm up early because I'm doing a very exciting excursion today. But if you don't know, I'm currently backpacking up the east coast of Australia and I've been in Airlie Beach for the past couple of days. I've actually been on a boat touring the Whitsunday Islands, which I've already made a vlog about and I will link that vlog down below. But I still have a few more days in Airlie Beach, and the reason for that is one, because Airlie Beach is just a really nice place to chill and I'm going to show you more about it in this vlog, but two, what I'm doing today is just another super cool and exciting thing that you can do in the Whitsundays. I am going to be doing a scenic flight. I'm going to be flying over the whole thing and it's a beautiful day today, I hope. And I'm also going to be doing, I guess, a bit of a day trip on the water as well. The company's called Ocean Rafting and it's going to be their Northern Exposure tour. So I'm really excited. I did refrain from going out on the Atlantic Clipper after party last night because that would have really just been bad timing for how I feel this morning. So I feel good, I feel fresh, and this entire time I've been talking to you, I have been walking through my hostel to the entrance. It's absolutely huge. So I'm also going to give you a hostel tour in this video of where I'm staying in Airlie Beach, but I will do that after this scenic flight because it's 6:10, and let's be honest, I'm not going to give you a tour at 6:10 in the morning. So here is the reception. Oh, the sunrise is over there. And I'm basically getting picked up from here in the next 5 to 10 minutes. I thought better be early than late. You just don't want to be stressed and missing these things in the morning. Is that dry? That's dry. I'll take a little seat and relax. I've made it. I'm up in time. I'm ready for my shuttle.
The trip today with Ocean Rafting was recommended to me by Welcome to Travel, who are the kind sponsors of this whole East Coast series. Welcome to Travel are the leading tour operator in Australia with award-winning tours in Melbourne and Sydney designed for your first week in Australia, not only to explore the cities, but they support you throughout your whole journey in Australia, whether that's support finding a job, setting up an Australian bank account, getting your tax file number, or helping you plan and execute an adventure of your wildest dreams up the East Coast. And breaking news, Welcome to Travel have actually put together a brand new East Coast tour going the whole way up the East Coast, including experiences like ocean rafting, as well as so many other iconic East Coast experiences over 30 days. How do I know this? Because I have literally helped to design this tour. The trip is amazing value because as everything is booked together, it comes out to be massively cheaper than if you were to book all of these experiences individually. And I will go through this thoroughly in my budget breakdown video at the end of the series. But what I will tell you now is that I have a brand new discount code for this East Coast tour where you can get $100 off using my code BB100. Or you want a bigger discount? I'll give you a bigger discount. Welcome to Travel have put together a few different packages named after famous Aussie icons, which put together both the brand new East Coast tour alongside one of their original tours in Sydney or Melbourne. Some packages have surf camps thrown in there as well, and basically if you book any of these packages you can get $150 off using my code BB150. I will write all of this info down in the description so you can refer back to it, but how bloody exciting. So let's get on with this ocean rafting tour, starting with a scenic flight. I was the only solo traveller on the plane, so I got to sit in the cockpit with the very handsome pilot.
We take off here, make a right turn, make a right.
This has got to be one of the biggest pinch me moments of this whole trip. Like, are you kidding me? I could see Hamilton Island and the airport runway, so many of the enchanting Whitsunday Islands. can you see that? Whitehaven Beach from above. Oh my goodness. This has to be one of the most beautiful views I've ever seen with my own two eyes. And just when I thought it couldn't get any better, we travel further out and reach the Great Barrier Reef. My mind is utterly blown because what we are looking at from above here is just a fraction of the world's largest coral reef system. It's not even the best time to visit the Great Barrier Reef right now, and look how stunning it is. We even passed a very famous reef naturally formed in a heart shape. They call this heart reef, of course. I could literally have stayed on that flight staring out of that window for hours, but sadly it was time for the scenic flight to come to an end because the day was only just beginning. As soon as we landed, we got picked up and transferred straight to Airlie Beach Marina, where we would find ourselves a sexy stinger suit and hop straight onto our boat for the day. Now, because we are seeing the highlights of the Whitsundays all in one day, this is a very quick speedboat.
We got thinner stinger suits today from what we had on the Clipper. They were like proper wetsuits, and these are just like thin. They're almost like rash vest material. I haven't had a chance to like even speak. Yeah, because it's just been go, go, go. Like since we got off the plane, it was literally just like straight into the van, straight to the port, straight to get your stinger suits and check in, straight on the boat. And now we've arrived at our first snorkel spot. I've got my own snorkel, but they are giving snorkels up to those who don't have them, which is most people. I'm about to take the GoPro out. Let's go and see the reef. We got back on the boat and then sped off to another beautiful snorkel spot. In a little bit of fish food here, and goodness gracious me, did those fish come flocking. I was
extra stoked because I saw a big Maori wrasse at the end. These fish are awesome.
I've got some Prosecco, they've got a bar on board. Don't know how much that's costing, but I'll write for it later. That was a beautiful snorkeling spot. Now on to the beach.
The beach in question, of course, being the beautiful Whitehaven Beach. Just look at the colour of this water.
It's actually got one of the strongest webs in the world, and that's only a female.
So, if you've seen the last vlog, you may recognise that I am doing the Whitehaven Beach bushwalk to the lookout. Now, this is something that you are not normally in every single day, and yet I've been here 2 days ago. I think it's just the nature of this trip and how I've done a multi-day and now a single day. So we're overlapping a few of the best spots around the Whitsundays. I'm definitely not mad to be returning. Our guide has told us that the tides here change every 6 hours, which is why how it looks right now is completely different as to how I saw it literally 2 days ago. I think I got better photos 2 days ago, so I'm not going to get any today, but it still looks absolutely beautiful. It's just low tide right now, so we're seeing a lot more sand and the water's just not as blue, but we've come to the same lookout points. And they are amazing. I really like watching people take photos in touristy spots. I know I'm someone who also does that. I just find it fascinating to watch people. I find it fascinating to watch what angles they like to get, if they like to take lots of photos or if they're like a one-clicker and done. Yeah, it's very entertaining to me.
After relaxing on Whitehaven Beach for an hour or so, it was sadly time to head back to Airlie Beach. This day out with ocean rafting is called the Fly Raft package, and if you want to book direct, it costs 439 Aussie dollars, including the scenic flight, the boat trip, all the transfers around town and lunch as well. I also paid an extra $10 for a Prosecco on the boat because this day really felt like a treat. I didn't show you where I stayed in Airlie Beach in the last vlog, so please allow me to show you now because this hostel is huge and I think it's quite nice. This is Nomads in Airlie Beach. If you don't know, Nomads are a huge chain of hostels across Australia and New Zealand. This hostel is like an entire campground and has a whole bunch of different accommodation options. Parts of the site look polished and lovely and other parts look like an absolute dive, so I had mixed emotions on first impressions. I was staying in an 8-bed dorm and from the outside they look like little huts. It cost 52 Aussie dollars a night to stay here. They use the GoKey app to open the doors, which I now really like, but you do have to remember to bring your phone everywhere to get back into your room. The room was super spacious, a nice big space in the middle. Sorry, I filmed this footage when people were still sleeping, which is why it's a bit dark. Each bunk has their own light, which was nice, but no plug sockets. There were plugs close by, but that isn't quite as nice as having your own. I would have loved a shelf and curtains as well, but alas, what we've realised about even the nice hostels in Australia is that they haven't quite figured out yet that the people want curtains. I really liked the bathroom situation in the dorms though. Each room had an ensuite, which I normally don't like, but the ensuite had a closed off toilet, 2 closed off showers, 2 open sinks and 1 full length mirror. This was great because you could have several people using the different bathroom facilities at once and it all worked out well. I did notice there weren't any lockers in the room though, not that anyone seemed to care, but I actually don't even know if there was any private lockable space in the whole hostel, which was strange. I really liked the laundry room in Nomads. There were 6 washing machines. It cost 6 Aussie dollars for a wash, which you could pay with contactless, and it included laundry and detergent. It automatically added detergent to your wash, which is super convenient. And then they did have dryers outside as well, which were all out of service the day that I was doing my washing, but honestly I'd rather not use dryers anyway, and here you don't have to because they had lots and lots of hanging space to dry out your washing. These do get full however, so I think they could do with adding even more lines here and preferably some pegs to use as well. Just a suggestion, Nomads. They had a fairly big kitchen, which I completely forgot to film because I didn't use it at all because it was always super crowded, not overly clean, and and there was no natural light in there. It really didn't feel like a pleasant space to be in. There were some really nice chill out spaces at Nomads though, a big beach volleyball court, 2 pools with sun lounges and hammocks, outside dining space. The whole complex was huge, and I really felt like the vast majority of backpackers in Airlie Beach were staying at Nomads because it was just so damn large in a fairly small town. So that's my roundup of the hostel. I would stay there again if I returned to Airlie Beach. It was nicely located on the main strip as well, super close to the lagoon. You can't swim at the beach here, so they have this lovely free lagoon, which is such a nice hangout and cool off space. There isn't a whole lot else to do in Airlie Beach, but I found it a really pleasant town to spend a few days in. Having good weather has definitely helped with that, of course. And I'm now getting to the point of my trip where I'm bumping into more and more people that I know from previous portions of my trip, and that's really nice because I feel like, especially when hopping on the Greyhound, there is always at least a couple of familiar faces to catch up with. I know at least 5 people who are catching my same bus up the coast now. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, seeing what there is to do in Airlie Beach and the Whitsundays. Let me know what would be your preference, spending a few days on a boat in the Whitsundays or just seeing it all in a day trip like I did today. My next stop is going to be Ayr, and I'm literally the only person on this bus that is stopping there, but I'm hoping it's going to be for a really nice, unique reason, and I will share that all with you in the next video, and I will see you then. Bye bye.